pretty big. Cold, got some colors too.
Where we at, Dave?
Just started this fire here at the old camp that we got. It's not much of a camp, but as you can see, it keeps us out of the weather. Better than a tent, that's for sure. Come out here, camp out sometimes, have fun. Just bring a barbecue pit, drink a cold beer, kick back, relax. You know, it's definitely a peaceful state of mind out here. As you look, I mean, what more relaxation you got than nothing? I mean, let's sit out here, make us a campfire.
How did y'all find this place?
We've been hunting this place here since we was about 5 years old. So we know every single place that they have, and this right here is one of the most secluded places.
You can't see it from the water. How do you find this place every time?
We find it because we have certain trees that we look at, certain landmarks that, like I said, we've been hunting over here since we was 5 years old, so we know the area. Every little speck of land that they have over here, they have a certain landmark, and that's how we know where we at. I mean, we in the middle of nowhere.
A lot of people think it's just go out and get a bunch of dogs and go hunting. It's nothing like that. There's a lot to it. You have to train these dogs. If you don't have the money to buy a finished dog, which most of the time people selling a finished dog is trash anyway, so you get you a puppy. But no, it takes years and years to train a good dog. You can't train a dog to hunt. A dog is born to hunt. Either it has it or it don't. You can't make a dog hunt. Another thing is you have to teach these animals what you want them to hunt. Other than training, there's more things to it, like worming, cleaning kennels. This falls under the health of your dog, which is very, very important. This is just some of the things people need to take in consideration because there's a lot that people don't see when it comes to a good pack of dogs.
Little D, we'll take on a hog hunt today down here in South Louisiana, put him in the marsh. Last time little man came with us, we killed us 2 studs. Good buddy Josh Broom. It's all about fun and games until we open this box here. Boy, you done got them all suited and booted, ready to roll, huh? I hear you, bro.
Yeah, here comes Amos. Moses was a Cajun. He lived by himself in the swamp. He hunted alligator for a living. He just knock him in the head with a stump. The Louisiana law gon' get you, Amos. It ain't legal hunting alligator down in the swamp, boy. Now everybody blamed his old man for making him mean as a snake. When Amos Moses was a boy, his daddy would use him by alligator bait. Tie a rope around his waist and throw him in the swamp. Alligator bait in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Pappered, Louisiana, lived a man called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his bait and groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. Called him Amos Moses. Yeah. Amos was a hell of a man. He could trap the biggest, the meanest alligator and just use one hand. That's all he got left, called alligator bit it. Left arm gone clean up to the elbow. Well, the sheriff got wind that Amos was in the swamp trapping alligator skin. So he snuck in the swamp, gonna get the boy, but he never come out again. Well, I wonder where the Louisiana sheriff went to. Well, you can so get lost in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Pappered, Louisiana, lived a cat called Doc Millsap and his pretty wife Hannah. Well, they raised up a son that could eat up his weight in groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. Called him Amos Moses.
How about the paper dogs?
Count, son.
You can clip him. Stretch, cut off. Back it up.
BB, that's enough. B.
Who's up for game 3? I can barely see the bourbon drowning next to me, and I just lost it all. Well, there's a man sitting next to me, red with smiling eyes. It's funny, I don't have no money tonight, yeah. That was a crazy game of poker. That was a great game of poker. I lost it all. But someday I'll be back again, and I never to fall, never to fall. Well, how about that? I'm coming out the front, never coming out the back. And I walked into the bar yesterday, 'cause I had something to do, something to say. And Johnny walked in right behind me, and I didn't turn around until I heard the sound of his feet falling on the ground. I looked over my shoulder and I saw a clown, and I said, "What you doing in the bar tonight?" So I said, "Johnny, what you doing tonight?" He looked at me with a face full of fright, and I
night, he hit me across the face with the bat. I grabbed my 45 and I said, let's get out and go. So he opened the door and said, what you here for? I said, I'm wandering down the road 404. And I said, I've been walking for about 1,000 years. And my feet are growing tired, my eyes a little wide. Don't know what to do unless I retire. And he just said, just play some crazy poker. So I said, Johnny, what you doing tonight? He looked at me with a face full of fright. And I said, how about a revolution? And he said, right. I said, oh, you say I say revolution. And you say, ja. I say, no, you say I say revolution. And you say, da, 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 da. That was the craziest game of poker that I ever saw. Said that was the craziest game of poker that I ever saw. But I'm not gonna quit and I'm not gonna stop. I don't give a shit 'cause I got the drop. Johnny just got two eyes just like mine. And I'm feeling kinda funky, kinda fine. And I drank a bottle of whiskey before I came to the bar to see what's the same. I saw my man named Johnny sitting across the table from me. And to my left was a man, he had no chin. Didn't really think about starting to sin. The man to my right wasn't feeling kinda nice. He looked kinda mad and I felt bad because he took his money last night. It's kinda funny, but now I'm just struggling. I need a honey bunny. I don't know what to say anymore, so I'm just gonna go out. Hey, oh, I said, Johnny, what you doing tonight? He looked at me with a face full of fright. And I said, how about a revolution? And he said, right. I said, oh, you say I say revolution. And you say, ja. I say, no, you say I say revolution. And you say, ja. I say, oh, and you say I say revolution. And you say, ja. I say, no, you say I say revolution. And you say, ja, da, 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 da.
As you can see, we like having a good time with the kids. That's mainly what it's about, getting the young ones in the woods, keeping them out of trouble. Teaching them a heritage has been going on for a very long time. And that's a big part of what I do around here. Keeping the kids in the outdoors and having fun. That's what it's all about. That's what hunting's all about. Teaching kids and having fun. Beautiful morning. It's funny how early in the morning for work your alarm goes off, you hit the snooze button 6, 8, 10 times. But when you're going hunting, don't even need an alarm clock. Don't set it. Up and at it an hour before you need to be ready. Yep. That's where I'm at this morning. So, get ready, because here we come.
How far? How far?
I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the boondocks. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the boondocks. And I can feel that muddy water running through my veins. And I can hear that lullaby on the midnight train. And it sings to me and it sounds for me. It's where I learned about love. It's where I learned about working hard and having a little was just enough. It's where I learned about Jesus and knowing where I stand. That you can take it or leave it. This is me. This is who I am. Give me a tea room, a Ford porch and a dry bone road. Feels like home to me. I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the Bonga. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the Bongas. I keep my heart and soul in the Bongas. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. Fire car smoker on the side of the night, church on Sunday morning. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. Fire car smoker on the side of the night, church on Sunday morning. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. Fire car smoker on the side of the night, church on Sunday morning. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go fishing in the crawfish hole. Five got poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning.
Here's some of the stuff you got to deal with in hog dogging. Dang, man, it's raining. Cold. Joe, look at that big old pile of nutrient right there, boy. I need to make us a stew. Hell, make a hat too. Yeah, Nutri hat. Yeah. With those big old orange toothers hanging out right there. Bro, I thought you said the radar was clear, man. Yeah, it looks clear. That's one bad thing about being the Capitan. You got to get wet. Yeah, well, you know, washing us off. We got a little dirty today. Hey, let's get these dogs loaded up, because here comes the fog, man. That shit rolling in thick. Look at it.
Didn't sharpen up this razor blade here. She's getting kind of dull. Been sticking so many hogs around here. Old Smith & Wesson. Wearing the paint off of it. We're sticking so many. Yeah, she ain't too sharp right now, so put it on this old here
Well, I caught my wife with another man, and it cost me 99. On a prison farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line. Well, I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the warden my friend. And so he sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of old Red. Now old Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. Got a nose that can smell a 2-day trail. He's a 4-legged tracking machine. You can consider yourself mighty lucky to get past the gators and the quicksand beds. But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Well, I paid off the guard and I slipped out a letter to my cousin up in Tennessee. On he brought down a blue tick hound. She was pretty as she could be. Well, they pinned her up in the swampland about a mile just south of the gate. And I'd take old Red for his evening run. I'd just drop him off and wait. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Now old Red got real used to seeing his lady every night. And so I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn Red out. 'Cause I was headed north to Tennessee, and old Red was headed south. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Now there's red-haired blue ticks all in the south. Love got me in here and love got me out.